Peace and love. It is yours truly, Nefer Peacock Nubia, also known as Nefer Nubia. And today is September 2nd, 2015. And I'm answering a very important question that I actually get asked by a lot of you. And yes, I decided to answer it from the comfort of my bed. So this could be nice, intimate conversation with you on this very, very important matter. Okay, and it's dealing with people asking me, man, I don't know about this law of attraction stuff. Man, I don't know, when I try to do rituals, it doesn't seem to work. I'm going to read to you a short part of the email that was sent to me via Facebook so you can kind of get an idea of where we're going. Okay, now I'm going to leave her anonymous. So before I go into this, because she doesn't want to be, named, but before I go into this, I want to mention that you guys can do rituals at any time, any day. It doesn't have to be a full moon. It doesn't have to be a new moon. Those energies just help you manifest what it is that you're trying to manifest. But it doesn't have to be that time. People get afraid of the word ritual when everything's a ritual. You getting up and brushing your teeth every morning, that's a ritual you do. So everything is ritual. And whether you're consciously creating your world or unconsciously creating your world, you're creating it either way. So you might as well take your power, because any of you who have African ancestry, Native American ancestry, Irish ancestry, and the list goes on, your ancestors have used this knowledge to really create empires and families and your beautiful ancestors and you. So the powers that be, quote unquote, are using this knowledge, they're stealing it and using it to control, manipulate you. So it's time that you take back your power and you really use it to make the best life that you're supposed to live. And always empower yourself through things that you watch, listen to, eat, read, do, people you hang out with, who you be in relationships with, the type of sex you have, okay? Always be empowering yourself and reminding yourself of your unique, supremely potent, supremely potent energy and power to manifest whatever you want. The problem comes when you doubt that, when you wonder if you're doing it right, if you're doing something wrong. That is dangerous. And that is what we're going to talk about, just how dangerous it really is. So she wrote me, this young lady wrote me, and she said, so I did a super moon ritual last night and I felt so distracted. Funny because I waited until late when everybody was asleep. I cleaned the house. I had a bath to rid the negative energy, meditated, wrote down all the things I wanted to do away with, wrote down all the things I wanted to attract. I stepped outside to set fire to negativity, and I wanted to do it the way of the paper, but it would not light and burn. I tried for a long while. I decided to state my intentions, and I felt really unsettled and not confident while doing so. I witnessed a hit and run while trying to get through my ritual, and the sky on the opposite side of where the moon was flickering this weird orange flash. I figured it may have been lightning, but realized it wasn't. I'm curious if my inability to get through means anything. I wrote her back, and she actually answered her own question within it. Now, I can easily separate the orange flash and the orange flickering from um, this situation, the rest of this scenario, because a lot of you experience this scenario and situation. The orange flickering flash, that could just mean that there could be entities or entities trying to communicate with her. So that's something different that I will talk with her about specifically. Um, but everything else was because she said it in her own message. She doubted her her ability. I wrote her back and says, indeed it does. You have built up such a resistance to change that you are really stuck. I'm going to help you get unstuck. You have given your power away too much, taking care of others and bending at the will of another, that you lost your confidence and happiness along the way, allowing yourself to be drained by others who you may not who you feel may not even deserve. You know what? Let me stop. I'm going to answer this via video because I feel like it's a more powerful way for you to hear and see me when I'm talking about this. And I know that there are others who may be having a similar issue. I love you, and I'll get back with you very soon. In the meantime, do not be overtaken by worry or fear. You are on the right path to your bliss. So get excited and give thanks to the Creator because everything's about to change miraculously for you for the better. Now, some of that message was a little psychic or intuitive counseling. I have 11 life path number, as well as I'm a Gemini sun and my rising ascendant is in the Gemini. So I have a lot of psychic um, or prophetic um, ability. And I've been doing that for a very, very long time, especially with 11 life path number, which makes us the most psychic in the zodiac. I mean, in the numerology system. So that was some of that was intuitive counseling. And you guys could write me at Nefer Peacock Nubia on Facebook, and I will try to get with you guys accordingly in concerning that. Okay. So back to what I was saying. It's very, very dangerous to do any ritual with two things: A, greed; B, doubt. Well, three things: doubt and fear; and three, in an unclean environment. Those things can manifest backfire. It will actually give you the opposite of what your intentions were. Especially when using herbs, something simple as cinnamon or sage or incense, frankincense, and myrrh, and water, and mincing yourself, your body. You have to stay mindful that you have to not have doubt and fear. You have to know that what you're doing is going to work. You have to be clear and level headed. When I used to do rituals with my sis, sometimes our rituals take 4 and 5 hours because our rituals would entail what we cleaned the house, we made then we prayed, then we made our we burned our sage, we smudged, then we would make our herbal baths, and then we would take those baths, and then what we ate too was in alignment with a celebration of the ritual that we did. See what I'm saying? All of these to empower us and to remind ourselves that this stuff is really important. And she used to always ask me before we did rituals, okay, she's a beautiful African Zimbabwean girl, very powerful goddess. She would ask me, are you, sorry, that dog outside was distracting me. She says, are you clear headed? Are you level headed? Are you ready? Are you focused? You have no doubt, you have no fear. Because when working with herbs, sex, um, um, water, any of those things, those are very powerful um, mediums. Okay. So if you go in it with doubt and fear, it will backfire. What you don't want to manifest will manifest because you're in the middle of doing a ritual with fear and doubt. If you're doing it in an unclean environment, if your house is not clean, if you're not clean, you know how they say cleanliness is next to godliness? Dark, negative energies live in dirty places. They love that. Clean up your space, man. If you, I'm talking about mop too, okay? If you are greedy, if you have, so you have more than enough money, you've been getting money left and right from so many different ways, and then you ask for even more money that you don't even need for anything, you'll lose money. All of a sudden, you'll lose a job, or money will be sucked out of your account. You know, greed is a negative energy. So it's going to manifest negative results. So you guys, please, please, please stay mindful to only converse and build with people who empower you, who build you up always. Okay. don't suck all the life out of you, or the energy out of you, or resources out of you. Because hopefully, as they're building you up, you're building them up too. With the music you listen to, I know those beats are catchy, but that gets into your DNA, yo. It gets into your subconscious mind, and it manifests stuff that you don't may not want to manifest. So be very mindful about what you're watching, eating, drinking, doing, going, when you're around, all that stuff, so that you guys can always be reminded of how powerful you are. Because if you're not creating on purpose, you're creating by default anyway, all the time, all day long, by your thoughts, by your words, and by the people you're around and your vibration. So let's vibrate higher. Make the time to get up a little bit early in the morning or before you go to sleep at night, to just be and meditate, to shower, to bathe, get all that energy off you from the day before you get your behind in bed, and to meditate. Like, you don't even have to, you guys, I know a lot of you don't want to, but play some soft music, sit there, breathe, give thanks. Always, always, always be very, very grateful, because that's going to draw things to you. So be very grateful for what you have and give thanks, and it'll raise your vibration to where you'll automatically start attracting things to you that you want in your life by default, beyond all doubt and fear. Okay? So, like I said, and doing rituals and calling forth spouses and trying to heal everything, it all starts with you. Nothing's going to go right unless you're right in your life, unless you're in a healthy, happy place. And you can get there, and I will help you. I love you. You guys can write me at Nefer Peacock Nubia on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, NFR and UBIA. And I'll be answering more of you guys' questions. I appreciate all the love, all the comments, all the shares. I see you guys, and it does not go unlooked, unwarranted, and unappreciated. It means a lot to me. Share these videos with others, because that's the best way you can show them that you love them. By giving them knowledge, they'll help make their lives so much better. Okay, so I'll talk to you soon. Peace and love. Namaste. Shalom. Assalamu alaikum. And I love you guys. What?